unselfish play. And that unselfishness became contagious. Showing you he's got some ups to go with that speed.
Gallinari with the crossover.
After the Nuggets lost to the Los Angeles Clippers, we moved on to play the San Antonio Spurs last night, where we got demolished. The Nuggets lost another one here to the Spurs, 114-99 in the Pepsi Center here in Denver, Colorado. We fell to 18-17 with this loss. Another tough one for us, just the energy level wasn't great, the execution wasn't great, and against a great team you can't expect to win when you play as poor as we did. We had a decent game shooting the ball. We were 45% from the field, 37% from the three-point line, and 86% from the free throw line. It was great to see us shoot well from the free throw line, but unfortunately for us, our defense was awful. Once again, couldn't defend the pick and roll. I thought Tony Parker did a great job of forcing our defense to collapse, and then did a great job of kicking it out to the wide open man on the wing for the open three, and the Spurs took advantage of that. Spurs shot great in this game. They were 48% from the field and the three-point line to go along with 83% from the free throw line. You can't beat the Spurs when they shoot 48% from the three-point line, or I should say you can't expect to beat the Spurs when they shoot that well from beyond the arc, and I thought a perimeter defense was terrible, and once again it all was set up by the pick and roll. We just did not do a good job of defending that, and it hurt us here once again in this game. There was a couple good things though to take out of the game for the Nuggets. We did have 25 assists. I thought, in the second half, mainly our ball movement got a lot better, did a great job of kind of getting up and down the floor, playing fast and playing an up-tempo game. Did a good job of that in the second half, and I thought the ball movement was pretty solid there in that second half. We did have 18 fast break points, like I just mentioned. A lot of those came in the second half when we picked up our energy level, ramped up the intensity, and started playing fast and run up, getting out in transition and running up and down the floor. And the second half was good for us. I mean, the execution and the energy level and the effort level was pretty damn good in the second half. We outscored the Spurs 60-49 in that second half. Had the lead down to 12 at one point when before in the first half we were down by 30 at one point. So you like the heart, you like the effort we showed in the second half. But unfortunately for us, you can't play 24 minutes of basketball and expect to win. You can't play one good half and expect to beat a great team like the Spurs, and that's kind of what happened to us here in this game. Looking at the bad things, obviously defensively was terrible, did a horrible job, as I've mentioned 3 times in this video already, in defending the pick and roll. Tony Parker did a great job of orchestrating that, and just doing a great job of getting into the lane, forcing our defense to collapse, and then utilizing great court vision, kicking it out to the open man on the wing for a wide open three, and the Spurs got a lot of threes off the pick and roll and off Tony Parker's penetration in the lane. The Spurs ended up finishing with 13 total threes. Again, that's way too many points you're giving up from the three-point line, and you can't expect to beat a good shooting team like the Spurs when they shoot 48% from the three-point line. It's that simple. We did give up 10 offensive rebounds. I thought our box outs were better in this game. We did a better job of defending the offensive glass, but still, 10 offensive rebounds is not good. Giving up double-digit offensive rebounds, you're giving a good shooting team way too many second chances. You don't like seeing that. And the first half was garbage. It was one of the worst first halves, if not the worst first half I've seen this team play all year. We were outscored in the first half by the Spurs 65-39. I mean, just a pathetic effort in the first half. No energy, no effort, showed no heart, and defensively we're just god-awful in the first half. And once again, a terrible start kind of nullified a good second half. And you can't expect to play one good half of basketball and beat a great team like the Spurs, and that's really what it came down to here. The second half was good. The energy level was better. Defensively, we were better, but the first half was just total garbage by us, and once again, you're putting yourself in too big of a hole to try to overcome in limited time in that second half. Got some individual numbers for us. Corey Brewer led the way. He finished with 23 points on 9 of 17 shooting. Was also 2 of 5 from the three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Really was kind of not that effective in the first half. I believe 15 of his 23 points came in the fourth quarter. Did a great job of playing with great energy, great effort. You love the effort by Corey Brewer. Guy never stops competing. You love that about him. Gave us a good spark in the fourth quarter. He was a big reason we were able to get that lead down to 12 points. There was a series in that fourth quarter where he scored 6 straight points. I mean, just was attacking the rim and being aggressive. Obviously, we could have used that a little bit sooner in the first half, being more aggressive offensively. But I really loved the heart Brewers showed. I love the effort he gave us. You love, seeing him finish with 23 points on 17 shots. That's not bad. Was real aggressive in the fourth quarter and still competed even when the game was pretty much out of reach, and did a great job attacking the basket and playing well in the fourth quarter, giving us 15 points in that quarter alone. So I was pretty proud of Brewers' effort, but it was a little too late, if you will. Andre Miller had a decent game, 20 points, 7 assists for Miller, as well as a steal. He was 7 of 10 from the field, 1 of 1 from the three-point line, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Andre Miller was one of the only few guys in this game that actually shot well. Gets 20 points on 7 of 10 shooting. You love that on only 10 shots. That's great. Seeing him shoot 70% of the field, that's great. And the reason he shot so well is because a lot of his shots were at the rim, or were that little elbow jumpers, little 14, 15-foot jumper. That's kind of Andre's range. And he only took 1 3 in this game, which you like seeing. Andre Miller, why he struggled this month. In the month of February so much is because not only has he turned the ball over a lot, but he's been settling for the 3 way too much and not really playing his game. I thought he did a good job of playing his game here, attacking whoever was on him, and like I said, getting down in the post, and getting that 14, 15-foot jump shot in that area and knocking that shot down, and was one of the few guys that actually shot well for us. And lastly for us, Aflalo played well. Another good game for Aaron. He finished with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. Didn't shoot too well. Was 6 of 16 from the field, but was 3 of 5 from the three-point line and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Good to see Aaron starting to get his legs back and starting to shoot better from the three-point line. He's really kind of turned it up here in the month of February, gotten his confidence back and started to play well. Didn't shoot too well in this game, but did hit a couple threes, and I thought played decent and fought all game, competed all game like Brewer, played with good effort and energy, and it's good to see Aflalo starting to get his confidence back and play better. Nuggets are now 18-17 halfway through the season. A little disappointed with the way the team's played as of late. I know Gallo's out, I know Nene's out, I know Rudy's out. We're missing a lot of key guys, but guess what? Nobody cares. I mean, the excuses, injuries are not valid excuses for me. You still got to bring it. You got to play with heart. You got to play with energy. You got to be mentally tough, and we haven't been that in the last 15 or so games. So much needed break for us. Couldn't be happier to have the All-Star break. It's great that we get a time to rest and get back at it next Wednesday. So I'm going to be off for a while. It's good the Nuggets will get a break to not only mentally rest, but physically rest. Hopefully we can get Nene back, and hopefully Gallo will be back soon, and we can re-sign Wilson Chandler. Hopefully we can still get that deal done and try to make a move here in March. I mean, right now we're the 9th seed in the West. We're out of the playoffs, so we were 2nd seed here in January, and now we're 9th seed here going into the break. So definitely been a fall from grace for the Nuggets. So I'm done rambling. Thank you guys for watching as always, and as always, go Nuggets.